name is Arushanwa and these are my partners.
My name is Nivedita.
My name is Sanjogna.
We are from class 6th and we have made this model together. On Earth's crust or said Earth's layers. You can see a 2D drawing of Earth's crust. These colors are representing how hot they are. First, we will start from the outermost layer crust.
The crust is a solid outer layer. Continental crust. The oceanic crust is below the lighter continental crust. The crust is 2.70 kilometers thick. The crust is mainly made up of calcium, sodium, magnesium, calcium, silicon, oxygen. The average temperature of the crust is 100 degrees Celsius to 600 degrees Celsius.
Next layer is known as mantle. This layer is the lightest layer. It is composed of silica rocks rich in magnesium and iron. It has an average temperature of 3000 degrees Celsius and it is 2900 km thick. Next layer is known as core and it has two types. First is outer core.
The outer core is the liquid layer. The outer core is made up of iron and nickel. The outer core has a responsibility for protecting life on Earth by deflecting the rays of Earth from the magnetic field. This layer temperature is also 400 degrees Celsius. This layer is also 2,200 kilometers thick.
The last layer is known as outer core. It is a hot dense sphere. It is made up of iron and nickel. It is a solid layer. The inner core has under intense pressure nearly 3.6 million atmospheres, which prevents iron from melting. It is extremely hot with a temperature of 5200 degrees Celsius. It has a radius of 1220 kilometers. Thank you.
Anyone? Difference between the oceanic crust in terms of composition. Remember Sial and Sina? The continental crust consists of silica and alumina and the ocean.
Morning everyone. My name is Aditya.
My name is Kirat Singh.
And my name is Dipjot Kaur. Today
We are going to represent
our model solar system. Our solar system is a gravitational bond-off system. It consists of sun, 8 planets and other smaller bodies like satellites, stars, etc. It is a cosmic neighborhood. According to the distance from the sun, the planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Let's take a look to our solar system. Terrestrial planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. Gas giants: Jupiter and Saturn. Ice giants: Uranus and Neptune. Now please allow my friend Nithirat to take you further and highlight the notable features of the planets.
Mercury, closest to the Sun; Venus, hottest planet; Earth, our home and also known as blue planet, red; Mars, the red planet; Jupiter, largest planet; Saturn, ring beauty; Uranus, tilted giant; Neptune, farthest from the Sun. Please note, solar system formed 4 1.6 billion years ago from a dense cloud of gas and dust. Please allow my friend Dipjot to share some interesting facts of our solar system.
Do you know we cannot stand on Jupiter, Saturn, Venus and Neptune as they don't have a solid surface. The whole of the Mars is as cold as our South Pole. It takes longer time to travel around the Sun than the Earth. 90% of Saturn rings are frozen water.
We hope that you like our model. Thank you.
Alright. Can you name the moons of Mars? Any moon of Mars. How many moons does it have? Oh, what is does Mercury have any moon?
No, ma'am.
What about Venus?
No, ma'am.
Does Venus have solid surface?
Good morning, sir and ma'am, honorable judges and dear teachers. I am Jasleen Kaur. I am Aradhana Paresh and I am Madhuri. We are from class 6C. Today we stand before you to present our project on the topic transportation network. A transportation network is like a big web that connects different places and people. It helps us to travel, transport goods and communicate with each other. It is a system of roadways, railways, airways and waterways that connect different places. So some of the benefits of transportation network is to connect different places, facilitating trade and commerce. It creates jobs and stimulates economic growth, improve access to education, healthcare and other services. Now Aradhya will tell you more about different modes of transportation.
Thank you, Justine. As we know, there are 4 modes of transportation. First, roadway, second, railway, third, waterway and fourth, airway. Firstly, we come to roadway. Roadway are one of the most common mode of transportation. They connect cities and towns and they are used for transporting both short and long distance. Some examples of roadways are car, bus, truck, etc. Secondly, we come to railway. Railway are fast and efficient way to travel. They connect major cities and towns. They are used for transporting both people and goods. Thirdly, we come to airway. Airway are fastest way to travel long distance. They are used for transporting both people and goods. They connect major cities and countries like aeroplane, helicopters. Lastly, we come to the waterway. Waterway are an important mode of transportation. They connect ports and harbors and they are used for transporting both people and goods as we show in the model, boat and ship. Thank you. Conclusion. To sum up, our transportation network project demonstrate in our daily lives, highlighting the transportation and improving transportation. By connecting people and places, facilitating and improving transportation network play a vital role in the development of a region. We hope that our project will inspire us to think creatively. Thank you.
This is the largest railway network.
Morning, sir, ma'am. Today we are here to explain basic concepts of probability. This game is based on a casino-style manner which helps you to understand the basis of probability in a much easier way. Here, my teammate will help you to understand the game continuity.
Game setup. In this game, it consists of a circular spinner which is divided into 10 sectors, and each sector has an equal probability of being chosen. Alongside the board, we have a number selector. Now, we will let you know how this game works. Firstly, each player will predict a number he thinks will be selected. Secondly, the spinner is used to generate a random outcome. Thirdly, then the player will calculate the probability of his prediction based on the total possible outcome, which is always 10 in this game. For example, he has chosen number 3. Then the probability of it being chosen is 1 out of 10 or 10%. Now my teammate will aware you about the educational advantages and practical uses in daily life.
Educational advantages of probability. First, basic probability. Player can learn by calculating the chances of selecting each number. Second, fair play. The game is designed in such a manner that it ensures equal chance for each number, hence reinforcing the concept of probability, fairness in the probability. Third, decision-making skill. Players can learn to assess risk and make informed choices based on the probabilities. Fourth, real-life application. The game is a mimic of real-world scenarios like lotteries or roulette or simple decision-making based on probabilities. Now, practical uses. It is ideal for students as it is a great way to learn probability in a fun and engaging manner, hence enabling them to remember it for a longer duration of time. Second, for classrooms, teachers can use it as a hands-on activity to reinforce learning. Third, skill development. It enhances the critical thinking and mathematical reasoning of a student. In conclusion, this board game combines learning and entertainment. It also simplifies the abstract concept of probability into an engaging activity, making it accessible for all age groups. So let's roll the spinner and explore the world of probabilities. Thank you.
अच्छा बेटा, let's roll the dice. ठीक है?
Good morning everyone. I am Prachi.
I am Ekam Jyotsi.
Our model is based on the topic waste management. Waste management is a process of managing of waste by disposal and recycling of it. Waste management needs proper techniques taking in mind the environmental situation, and for this the waste we need to separate the waste so we manage. In this model, here is a cow who eats fodder and then remove out its waste. Then the farmer puts the animal waste in his basket and then he puts it into the biogas plant. Then the woman comes and cuts the vegetables and puts the vegetable peels in the composting pit. Then after some days, the composted waste released out of the biogas plant through pipe, and with upper pipe releases the biogas. This is used for cooking and generating electricity. And in composting pit, after some days change out into the compost, and then the compost is taken by the farmer and put into his farm. Then this is the natural compost which helps the plant in their growth.
In cities, there are dustbins to throw the waste. There are two main dustbins. Green dustbin for dry wet waste and blue dustbin for dry waste. There are also other dustbins. They are black dustbin for cytotoxic waste, which is associated with cytotoxic drugs, which contains chemicals that are toxic to the cells. Orange dustbin is for infectious clinical waste. Yellow dustbin for chemotherapy waste. Brown dustbin for organic waste, and red dustbin for anatomical waste. Thank you.
अच्छा बेटा एक बात बताओ. हाँ.
Good morning, dear sir and ma'am. Today, myself Surya, he Daksh Tomar, and she Taji Malik. Today, we are feeling very proud in front of you. So, we are here before you to present our model based on eco-friendly habits. So, basically, our model consists of a windmill that works on the base of wind. When the wind blows or the kinetic energy blows, the wind gets into the wings of the windmill and it starts rotating on its axis. That produces an instant charge or a current to the wires, and the wires are connected to the street lights and the house bulb. When the current enters in the circuit of bulb and the street light, they start glowing. Now my friend Dakstomar will tell you more about in detail about the windmill.
In reality, windmill is a huge instrument used to generate electricity. The kinetic energy of wind blows the wings of the windmill starts rotating. It generates a force made by it and an instant current is generated. It is eco-friendly because it prevents the wastage of water and fossil fuels which are used to make electricity. Now my friend Tamli will explain about the segregation of waste of the garbage in the park.
Waste segregation is a process of sorting and classifying the waste to make it easier to recycle, recover and reuse. It is an important step to reduce the waste and promoting sustained future.
By this, we end our presentation. Hope we give our 100% to our presentation. Thank you.
Model states the language barrier and the power of language. Good afternoon, judges. Let us first brief you about the objective of a model and why have we chosen this particular model. As it is clearly stated by looking at a model that it is based on a topic that touches all of us in profound ways. A topic that connects all of us in one way or other. The language barrier and the power of language. Everyone knows how English plays a pivotal role in fostering peace, while its absence can contribute to chaos and conflict. Here we can see a world which is divided into two parts. In one part of the world, English as a common language is used. Communication flows freely. People can communicate effectively. Ideas, innovations, conversations are shared.
Here, in the other part of the world, absence of a common language can lead to misunderstandings. Misunderstanding falters, communication barriers deepens existing divisions, and which in turn escalate into chaos and violence.
But what are the benefits of the language to our country? I can give you one example. The 18th G20 summit was held at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi, India. It was the first ever G20 summit held in India. English, being a widely known and globalized language, helps in communication with the international officers and the presidents better and strengthens the relation between the international borders.
A question that must be revolving in our minds is why is it important?
It is important because it helps in building relationships, understanding relationships and resolving conflicts. English as a common language helps people to come to a better perspective and common ground. English as a global language helps countries to engage in dialogues, address global issues and work together towards peace.
English acts as a bridge to cross all the barriers. That is why it has emerged as the global lingua franca, a bridge between people from diverse linguistic and cultural backgrounds. By recapitulating all this, we come to a conclusion that the difference between these two parts of the world is stark. But let us not forget that language is more than just words. It is the key to peace, unity and understanding. If we embrace the role of English as a unifier, we can build a world where communication thrives and peace prevails, rather than the one where misunderstandings spiral into chaos. I hope our explanation gave you satisfaction. Thank you.
Sir and ma'am, honorable judges and my dear teacher, I am Yash, they are my friends Parikshit and others. Today we stand before you to present our project on the topic conservation of natural resources. As we all know how important our natural resources are. The resources we use today are in the form of conventional resources of energy like coal, oil, petrol, etc. which take billions of years to form and present in limited quantity. According to survey, we will face the scarcity of these resources because of overuse and exploitation. To protect our environment and the health of both human and animal, we are trying to make a plan using solar energy for generating electricity that run wastewater treatment plant.
This model is regarding to the purification of water. Suppose this is the sun. It is giving light to the solar panel. The battery was charged with the solar energy. The source of the energy is the sun. I said energy. The means of energy is the solar energy. Now the wastewater is gone to different chambers. First, there is first the here is the factory, and the output of the factory is wastewater. Now it is go for the screening. The large objects like sticks, rags, cotton, etc. are removed by screening. Second, wet chamber. This chamber removes the sand, soil, gravel, etc. Third, this is the sedimentation chamber, where the solid particles of the wastewater is settled in the bottom. Fourth, the wastewater is treated with the clarified water. The wastewater is pumped into the clarified water, so the bacteria can be purified. This process is called the aeration or aerobic bacteria. It is biological process. Fourth, then the water is gone to the chlorination chamber. The water is cleaned by the aeration chamber. Is not fit for the human consumption. So the water is gone for the chlorination chamber. Then the chlorination chamber is clean the water by adding chlorine and bleaching powder to it. This water is used for irrigation, to clean the water, to clean the water for irrigation, agriculture, etc.
With this, we end our speech, hoping with management and the hoping that we management and thanking you for giving us modern mind-boggling opportunity to free sharing our views in front of all the judges.
Good morning everyone. I am Manmeet Singh.
Good morning everyone. My name is Shilan.
Myself Kazak. We all are students of class 6B. Today we are here to present a model showing climatic change awareness and its effects on the earth. First of all, I would like to tell you something about climatic change. Climatic change is a global problem today. The continuing change in climate across the world is posing threat to our environment and society as a whole with no clear remedy. It is happening due to the continuing rise in temperature, which is very injurious for the mankind as it is directly affecting our health. Now I would like to describe our model of climatic change awareness. Here we have divided our model into two parts. The first part is green and fertile land with clear weather. Many trees and plants are planted. There is also a dam which provides adequate supply of water for the people and is also used for controlling floods. There is also a windmill which converts wind energy into electrical energy, and when it is obtained, it is used for pumping underground water, grinding grains, and many more. We have also installed solar panels for generating electricity.
Now I would like to describe the model. On the other side, we have shown a polluted and unfertile land. There are two factories which are releasing hazardous gases into the air and are polluting the environment and releasing industrial waste into the river. People are also throwing garbage into the river. Vehicles are releasing smoke into the air, which again and again polluting the environment.
To help with the climatic change, we can plant more and more trees, reduce non-biodegradable waste, plastic usage, and educate people more about climatic change. Thank you.
Thank you.
एक बार बताओ.
Good morning, sir and ma'am. Myself Ananya, myself Nandini, and myself Garima from class 8A. As you know, we need energy to do any kind of work. Can you imagine a world without electricity? No, you cannot. This electricity is generated from powerhouse. These powerhouses use coal to generate electricity. But coal, petrol and diesel are conventional sources of energy. The rate at which our population is increasing, the demand for energy resources is increasing too. So we need alternative sources of energy, and our model is based on this. It includes hydroelectric power, geothermal energy and solar energy. Now I will explain you about hydroelectric power. Hydroelectric power is one of the oldest and largest sources of renewable energy, which uses the natural flow of moving water to generate electricity. Hydropower plants use the force of moving water to turn a turbine, which then spins a metal shaft in an electric generator to produce electricity. One of the live examples of hydroelectric power is Sardar Sarovar Dam, which is located on the bank of river Narmada in the state of Gujarat. Now, Nandini will explain you what is solar energy.
Solar energy. Solar energy is the radiation from the sun capable of producing heat, causing chemical reaction or generate electricity. Solar energy is renewable, inexhaustible and affordable form of energy. It can be used to cook food, heat water or generate electricity. Furthermore, electrical energy generated from solar energy can be stored into solar cells. Now, Garima will explain what is geothermal energy.
Geothermal energy is heat within the earth. The word geothermal comes from Greek word where geo means earth and therm means heat. Geothermal is a renewable energy source because heat is spontaneously produced inside the earth. People use geothermal energy for bathing and for generating electricity. One of the live examples of geothermal energy is in Manali. I hope you have visited Manali. Manikaran is one of the attractions where you can see hot rocks and hot boiling water. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good morning everyone. Myself Tejasvi Manga and these are my two friends Yogya and Srishti, presenting you a model on the topic maths at a glance. In this model we have covered 4 points which we read in our primary classes as well as secondary classes. The points which we have chosen are fraction and their types of lines, Roman numerals and integers. Roman numerals are symbols that are used in numerical notation based on the ancient Roman system. Roman numerals are used in various things such as watches, clocks, book chapters, etc.
Integers. Integers are numbers which contain all the numbers like positive number, negative number and 0. Now take a look at our model. Integers are plotted on the number line in which the positive numbers are on the right side, negative numbers are on the left side and the 0 is in the middle.
Fraction. It is a part of it. It can be written in the form of numerator and denominator. For example, 5 by 7. 5 is a numerator and 7 is a denominator. Types of fraction. Proper fraction when the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Improper fraction when numerator is greater than the denominator. Mixed fraction. It is a combination of whole numbers and proper fraction. Unit fraction when the fraction which has 1 as a numerator.
Types of lines. Types of lines. In this model we have covered 5 types of lines. Intersecting lines, the lines that meet each other at a point are called intersecting lines and the point they meet at is called intersecting point. Parallel lines, the lines that are parallel to each other are called parallel lines. Array only extends from one side. A line extends from both the sides. A line segment does not extend from any side.
Thank you.
Beta.
Good morning everyone. I am Rohit Parthiban.
I am Rainul Kaur.
And I am Ashmit Kaur.
Today, we all are on class 6th day and today we all are going to present a model on the topic geometrical shapes in daily use.
In this model, we are representing 9 types of shapes, which are square, rectangle, triangle, hexagon, pentagon, ellipse, oval.
Square. A square has 4 equal sides and 4 vertices. Rectangle. A rectangle has equal length and equal breadth. Breadth defines at how wide an object is. Semicircle. Semicircle is a half circle. In our model, semicircle can be seen at the entrance of the geometrical part.
Hexagon. Hexagon is a six-sided figure. It is defined in our model as a trampoline. A pentagon consists of 5 sides. A pentagon which has not equal lengths and angle measurements is called an irregular pentagon. Ellipse. Ellipse is a kind of oval shape. In our model, it is shown in the sitting bench.
Rhombus is a 4-sided figure which are all sides are same length.
The shape was mostly used as a signpost.
Triangle. A
Triangle is a three-sided figure which has three parts. Scarum triangle, isosceles triangle, and equilateral triangle.
Good morning, respected sir and ma'am. My name is Sanvi Tugal. Our group is going to represent a model. Our model is exhibiting triangle and its properties. A triangle is a very interesting shape. It is a polygon made up of 3 sides. It has 6 elements, 3 sides and 3 vertices. There are 3 types of triangle on the basis of size. Equilateral triangle. In this triangle, all sides of the triangle are equal. Isosceles triangle. In this triangle, 2 sides of the triangle are equal and 2 angles opposite to equal sides. Scalene triangle. In this triangle, all sides of the triangle are unequal.
There are three triangles on the basis of angles. First, acute angle. The triangle in which acute angle means less than 90 degrees. Second, right angle triangle. The triangle in which one angle of a triangle is of 90 degrees is for right angle triangle. Third, obtuse angle. The triangle in which one angle is obtuse and other 2 angles are obtuse.
Pythagoras theorem, the well-known geometric theorem that shows Pythagoras theorem, the well-known geometric theorem, the sum of the squares on the leg of the right angle are equal to the square on the hypotenuse. The opposite side of right angle, or in the algebraic notation, a square plus b square is equal to c square. The angle sum property of triangle states that the angle sum property of triangle states the angle sum property means that when angles make a semicircle is called angle sum property. It is of 180 degree. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Good morning, dear teachers, parents, and my dear friends. My name is Virajdeep Singh.
My name is Jyot Singh.
My name is Shivansh.
We are from class 11th A, and we are here to represent our model nuclear reactor. Welcome to our science exhibition, where young minds come together to explore the world of science. Let's dive into the world of science. So, ladies and gentlemen, come and explore with us. In our model, the coolant transfers the gas into the turbines, and this gas is used to produce an enormous amount of electricity.
The large amount of electricity goes stored into the electricity house, and from there, the electricity goes into the street light in order to glow.
Hereby, my friend representing our model would like to share some more.
The nuclear reactors are the large kettles which are used to heat water in order to produce enormous amount of low carbon electricity. They produce energy by spreading the atoms of different elements. The main purpose of the nuclear reactor is to produce large amount of energy.
My friend Virajdeep Singh would like to share some uses of nuclear reactor.
It is used in various sectors: agriculture, industry, water, transport, and medicine. And it also used in various sectors like agriculture, industry, water, transport, medicine, and environment. Provide heat for metal refining. I would like to share with some cons of the nuclear reactor. That is, they are non-renewable, and it also requires very high cost, and it also generates a large amount of nuclear waste. The most common fuel used in it is uranium-235. The other component in the nuclear reactor is coolant. It is used to drive heat away from the reactor core. It is used to, the gas is used to drive turbines, which generates electricity. The common coolants are water, liquid, or gas.
My friend also tell them about safety measures.
Safety systems are also very important, as safety systems like radar is used to, as a nuclear reactor releases harmful radioactive into the environment. So to prevent accident, we should equip a nuclear reactor with the safety systems. I hope you like that model. Thank you.
Viraj, nuclear reactor comes under conventional source or non-conventional source of energy?
Non-conventional.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, why we are using uranium-235 rather than any other heavy metal?
प्लूटोनियम भी यूज होता है, प्लूटोनियम 239।
बट यूरेनियम क्यों होता है इतना ज़्यादा यूज़ वाइडली?
इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में भी ज़्यादा हेल्प करता है क्योंकि
यूरेनियम
इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अच्छी प्रोड्यूस करता है।
कूलेंट किस मटेरियल के बने होते हैं? कूलेंट में कौन सा एलिमेंट यूज करते हैं, कौन सा मटेरियल होता है? अमोनियम, एल्युमिनियम।
What is the principle of nuclear reactor?
It produces large energy.
प्रिंसिपल पूछा बेटा, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पर्पस बता दो तो।
Imagine the world where equations sing and number dance. I have been to that world through my model, which is based on different aspects of maths. Good morning, honorable judges. Myself, Divyansh Gera. She is Swasti Thakur, and he is Prabjot Singh. They are my partners. We are from 7C to present our model, which is based on different aspects of maths. We have covered 6 topics: factor 3, number line, types of triangle, exponents in powers, and data handling. I am going to explain exponents in powers. Exponents in powers makes our calculation easier. It makes maths more easier. It has 6 laws which are represented in this beam. And when the base are same, powers are added. And when the powers are same, base are multiplied and power is taken as common.
Now I am going to represent types of angles, which is already mentioned below. First one is acute angle. Angle those measures less than 90 degrees known as acute angle. Then comes right angle. Angles which measure exact 90 degree are known as right angle. Then comes obtuse angle. Angle which measure more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. And the last comes shape angle. Angles which measure exact 180 degree. Angles are present everywhere around us, from the corners of the room to hands of the clock. Types of angles are also useful in compass navigating.
Our next topic is factors. Factors are the numbers that are divisible to a number. The simplest way to find the factors of a number, the ways are LCM and the factor tree method. The factor tree method is explained in our exhibition. In factor tree method, for example, if we take the number 120, we can divide it into 10 and 12. The 12 can be divided into 6 and 2, and the 6 is divided furtherly into 3 and 2. As you can see, the ends number are prime, so we will come on the number 10. And the number 10 will be divided into 5 and 2. As you can see, the repeating number of the primes are 5, 2 and 3. So the factors of number 120 are 5, 2 and 3. Isn't it magic? It is also very helpful in real life.
Now our next topic is different types of triangle. There are 3 types of triangle: equilateral triangle, scalene triangle and isosceles triangle. Equilateral triangle. Triangle who has all 4 sides or all 3 sides equal is known as equilateral triangle. And the next triangle who has all the sides of different length is known as scalene triangle. Next triangle is isosceles triangle. The triangle which has 2 opposite sides equal is known as isosceles triangle.
Now I will represent data handling. Data handling means to collect or gather information. If we ask our friends about their favorite ice cream flavors, we are also collecting information. There are several types of data handling. Some of them are pie chart. We can show data in circular form in pie chart. Then comes bar graph. We can compare quantities in bar graph. Then come pictograph. We show data in pictures form in pictograph. Then at last come telemaps. We can count data easily in telemaps.
Thanks for your attention and time. Your attention and time means a lot for us.
Morning teachers, judges and my dear friends. I am Sangeeta of class 6C. They are my friends Komal and Tejas. Today we are here to represent our model on a topic perimeter and area. In this model we have covered 5 shapes and all are 2-dimensional shapes. The shapes are square, rectangle, triangle, pentagon and hexagon. Rectangle. A rectangle is a 2-dimensional closed shape.
Square. Square is also 2-dimensional closed shape with 4 equal sides. Triangle. Triangle is a polygon with 3 corners, 3 sides and 3 angles.
Pentagon. Pentagon is a 2-dimensional shape with 5 sides and 5 angles. A hexagon is a 2-dimensional polygon with 6 sides and 6 angles.
And the next topic is perimeter. Perimeter is the length of a side of an object. Perimeter of hexagon is 6 into side.
Perimeter of square, 4 into sides. Perimeter of rectangle, sum of all sides.
Perimeter of rectangle 4 in length into breadth, 2 multiplied by length into breadth. The perimeter of pentagon is 5 into side.
Length. And the next topic is area. Area is the space occupied by a closed figure. Area of triangle is half into base into height.
Area of rectangle 2 length plus breadth.
Area of square side into side.
There is no area of pentagon and hexagon. Thank you.
A very delightful good morning to my teachers and sir. Myself Harshit Fore, myself Pangudi Sharma,
myself Pritika Semwar.
We are in 6th class. Thank you for joining us. Today we are going to show you the Indian system of numeration, also known as Hindu-Arabic numeral system. This is the mathematical notation used for writing numbers that uses the first symbols. The number system uses symbols like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Second, place values. The system counts in ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh and crores. Lakh and crores. Let my friend Pankudi tell you more about these types. Good morning. My name is Pankudi. Separators. Comma used to separate different regions in the Indian number system. Second, grouping. The first 3 digits of group. The rightmost thing is 1 lakh is equal to 7 crore and etc. Second point, third point. Period. The first 3 digits counting with together, and it was very interesting and very interesting chapter. Let my friend Harshit can explain more about our model. There are many types of numbers we have represented in our model, like natural numbers, whole numbers, odd numbers, even numbers, prime numbers. Natural numbers. The numbers which start from 1 digit are called natural numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Second, whole numbers. The numbers which start from 0 are called whole numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Third, odd numbers. The numbers like 3, 9, 15, 17, 23 are called odd numbers. Even numbers. The numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8 are called even numbers. Prime numbers. The numbers which have only 2 factors are called prime numbers like 2, 11, 17, 23, etc. Thank you and have a nice day.
अच्छा बेटा एक बात बताओ.
Myself Navya and my friend Akshita. Today we are going to explore 2 fascinating mathematical concepts that help in real life applications. They are square root and cube root. Basically, square and cube root are 2 fundamental concepts that help us to solve problems. Now my friend Akshita will continue with square root and cube root in details.
The square root of a number is a value when multiplied by itself gives us the original number. For example, as you can see, the square root of 16 is 4 because 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. Now let us move on to cube root. Cube root of a number is a value when multiplied by itself thrice give us the original number. And for example, as you can see, square root of 3 is 23. Square root of 23 is 3 because 3 multiplied by 3 is equals to 27. Now Navya will continue with telling you about some real life application of square and cube.
These concepts have numerous real-life applications in fields like architecture, engineering and physics. For example, architecture uses square root to calculate the height of the building and to design the staircases, while engineer use the cube root to determine the volume of the material needed for the construction.
And some fun facts about this. The symbol for square root was first introduced by the German mathematician Christoph in 1525. Cube root, the symbol of cube root is also known as the radical sign. Square and cube root are also used in computer graphics to create 3D models and animations.
Now we clearly know that square root and the cube root are two essential concepts in mathematics. Thank you for your attention and joining us.
Good morning to all. My name is Siddharth Tyagi.
My name is Parth Verma.
My name is Kanav Lodiwal.
Our model name is Visualizing Solid Shape. Have you really looked at the world and thought about all shapes that make everything up? That's what our project, our model all about. We are exploring how to visualize solid shape like sphere, pyramid, cuboid, you name it. We will be learning how to picture these shapes very clearly in our mind. I think this is going to be super useful because it can help us with all sort of things like math, science and even art. Visualizing solid shape is the ability to understand the three-dimensional shape can look different from different angle or side. This is an important skill for understanding geometry and spatial reasoning concepts in maths.
Good morning everyone. I am Parth Verma from class 8C. We are student of class 8C presenting the model to you. The model is on the chapter based Visualizing Solid Shapes. We have decided to show you our model in the form of buildings and houses.
Our main focus was on the triangle. It is the most sharp and the powerful shape in our model. It is the main concept of our model. 3D shapes. A solid figure that has 3 dimensions like length, width and depth. Height and breadth.
2D shapes and or two-dimensional shapes are flat shapes. They have length, breadth and with no depth. Some examples of 2D shapes are circles, rectangle, etc.
Why you have put this helicopter over there?
Good morning everyone, I am Gurjot Kaur, this is Vibha Makhija and this is Sparsh Luthra. We are here to present our model Trigonometric Park, and here we have presented all the aspects of trigonometry. First we have a wheel here which shows the values of different trigonometric ratios at different angles. Then we have a seesaw which depicts us the angle of elevation and angle of depression. Then we have a real life example of trigonometry where from this angle we know the angle of elevation, we know the distance from these 2 points and the perpendicular. By Pythagoras theorem we can know the hypotenuse. Then we have other examples of trigonometry. We have a slide here which tells us the formulas of trigonometry like sine theta is equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse and etc. We have a tower which tells us the reciprocal identities of trigonometry like sine theta is reciprocal of cosec theta and cos theta is reciprocal of sec theta. And this was how we displayed our trigonometric aspects in our trigonometric park. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am and sir. Welcome to our society. Its name is Shape City. I know, you must be thinking that Shape City, what kind of name it is? But as you can see, our society has buildings of different shapes. Myself, Prashvi Arora, and this is my beautiful office. As you can see, it is in the shape of cylinder. It has 3 faces, 1 curved and 2 circular. It also has 2 edges but no vertex. Here is the net of cylinder. Whenever I'm tired of my work, I enjoy this beautiful view from the window of my office. It is the model of dice, which is in the shape of cube. A cube has 6 faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges. All its faces are square. And here is the net of cube. Now meet my friend. She lives in this building.
Hello sir and ma'am, my name is Yukanshi. I live in this cuboidal building. It has 6 faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges. All its faces are rectangular. As you can see, the net of cuboid. The view from my building is also amazing. It's a beautiful model of Earth. It reminds me of spherical shape. It has no edges, no vertex, but it has only one curved face. Now let's meet my friend.
She runs this cafe.
Good morning, ma'am and sir. Myself Murta, and I am the owner of this beautiful prism-shaped cafe. Its front and back are triangular in shape and lateral surfaces are parallelogram. People from our society come to my cafe to take rest, and children come to play in my pyramid-shaped game zone area. This game zone has 5 faces, 5 vertices and 8 edges. Its base is square and lateral surfaces are triangular in shape. I hope that you like our model. Thank you for visiting our society.
Good morning, ma'am and sir. Today, we students of class 11 are here to present a model on permutation and combinations. And to highlight this, we are presenting a few examples from our daily life.
Let us understand the concept of permutation by taking an example of a vehicle number plate. Suppose we have an alphanumeric number plate with 3 letters and 3 numbers. The first place can be filled up by any of the 26 letters from A to Z. So it can be filled up in 26 different ways. In the same way, the second and third place can also be filled up in 26 different ways. Now for the 4th, 5th and 6th place, we have 10 numbers from 0 to 9 to fill it. So for all the 6 places, we have 26 cube into 10 cube ways to fill the number.
Another example of permutation is to determine the lock of a suitcase. Suppose if we determine the lock of a if we forget the lock of a suitcase, we can determine it by using permutations. For the first place, we have 10 numbers, that is from 0 to 9, to use for the pass rule. Same goes for the second and the third place, as numbers can be repeated. So we have 1000 different ways to put the lock. We can try all of these and we can find the lock of a suitcase.
Now let's have a look towards combinations. Combination refers to different ways in which selecting items from a group. For example, if we have a set of 5 books and we have to select 3 out of them, then the different groups of 3 books we have to select are considered combinations. Let's take one more example. Suppose if a cricket team has a squad of 15 members, then we have to select 11 out of them. So the solution to this problem could be 15C11.
I would like to conclude this presentation by saying that permutation and combinations are very useful in our daily life. Their applications are far-reaching, enabling us to tackle complex problems systematically and efficiently. Thank you, sir.
बेटे अगर 2 पोस्ट हैं, एक चेयरमैन और एक वाइस चेयरमैन, और 7 मेंबर्स हैं जो उस पोस्ट के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए हम परमुटेशन यूज करेंगे, कॉम्बिनेशन यूज करेंगे?
कॉम्बिनेशन. क्यों? फर्क क्या है दोनों में? परम्यूटेशन और कॉम्बिनेशन का फर्क क्या है?
परम्यूटेशंस में हम अरेंज करते हैं और कॉम्बिनेशंस में जनरली सेलेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट्स इन विच ऑर्डर डज नॉट मैटर. परम्यूटेशन में ऑर्डर मैटर्स.
बट बेटे पोस्ट दोनों डिफरेंट हैं. सेम पोस्ट होती तो वी विल चूज कॉम्बिनेशन, बट यहाँ पोस्ट डिफरेंट है तो यहाँ पर आप परम्यूटेशन का यूज करोगे.
ओके बेटा, y 0 फैक्टोरियल इज इक्वल टू 1.
सोचो. सोचो. What is a factorial?
Factorial is a notation which we represent.
You have written in your formula and factorial.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kavya. I am from class 7B. Today I am here with my friends Meher and Sargun to represent our model on laws of exponents. Laws of exponents are known as rules of exponents. These are used for simplifying expressions and making our calculation easier. Rule number 1. Product of power rule. A raised to power m multiplied by a raised to power n. That gives you a raised to power m plus n. Explanation. When you multiply two base that have different powers, you simply add their powers to make your calculation easier.
Rule number 2. Quotient of power rule. When we have same base and 2 different powers with a division sign between them, we subtract the powers. Rule number 3. Power of a power rule. A raised to power m to the whole power n is equal to a raised to power m multiplied by n. When we have a base which is raised to a power which is raised to another power, we multiply the powers and the base remains same.
Rule number 4. Power of a product rule. A b raised to the power m is equal to a raised to power m multiplied by b raised to power n. When a product of number is raised to a power, we distribute the power to both the terms.
Power of a quotient rule. When we have a fraction raised to the power, we apply the power to both the numerator and denominator. A divided by b raised to the power m is equals to a by power m divided by b raised to the power n. Zero exponent rule. A raised to the power 0 is equals to 1. When we have any variable or number raised to the power of 0, the answer is always 1. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. We are the students of class 10. This model is a visual representation of basic proportionality theorem, BPT, which is also known as Thales theorem. This theorem was introduced by Greek mathematician Thales. According to him, for any two equiangular triangles, the ratio of any two corresponding sides is always the same.
It has also some uses in our daily life, such as painting. Painters ensure that the paint should be in proportional. Bridge and tunnel construction. Architecture engineers use this theorem to create precise angles and for the better symmetry of the tunnels. Architecture. They use this theorem to measure the height and distance of the object cast by the shadow. Thank you.
एंडिंग मैं करूंगी आपके आई कार्ड का इधर है तो बाहर कौन दिखाएगा टाई लटका दी क्या यूनिफॉर्म है एक्चुअली रेगुलर
Good morning to one and all. My name is Gurnoor and my name is Jasmoon. Today, we the students of class 9C are going to represent the mathematics model on the topic polynomials. Now, a polynomial is defined as an expression which consists of single or multiple terms. The term poly means many and nomial means terms. Now, a constant is defined that has a fixed value and a variable can denote letters as x, y, l, m, n, etc. Now, the degree of polynomial is the highest power of the variable, usually x in the polynomial. Now, my friend Jasnoor will describe the types of polynomials.
Yes, so monomial is classified as an expression that has only one term. Binomial is classified as an expression that has only two terms. Trinomial is classified as an expression with three terms. Polynomial is classified as an expression that has more than three terms. Constant polynomial is classified as an expression that has its highest degree 0. Linear polynomial is classified as an expression that has its highest degree 1. Quadratic polynomial is classified as an expression that has its highest degree 2. Cubic polynomial is classified as an expression that has its highest degree 3. Applications of this part of this model in real life are physics and engineering, such as projectile motion, electrical circuits, and fluid dynamics. Second, economics and business, such as cost functions, production functions, and demand curves. Now, the other part of this model will be described by my friend Gurnoor.
Yes. So, algebraic expressions are formed from constants and variables, and algebraic identities are useful for simplifying expressions and factoring polynomials. Now, I will explain the identities. First is a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. Here is a plus b whole square, and here is its proof. Now the second is a minus b whole square, and here is its proof. Now the third is a plus b whole cube, and here is its proof. Now the fourth is a minus b whole cube, and here is its proof. Now the fifth and the last identity is a square minus b square, and here is its proof.
Francis Noor will describe the advantages and limitations of a polynomial model.
Advantages of polynomial model include flexibility of data that is not too complicated, which makes the fitting process simple. They have a simple form and have well-known and understood properties. The limitation of this polynomial model includes that they can easily overfit the data and have limited productive power. Now the application of this model will be described by my friend Gurnoor.
Application of a model in real life includes first probability and statistics, in which identities can be used to describe formulas for variance and standard deviation. Second, in computer science, in which identities can be used to optimize algorithms and design error correcting. Third, they can also be used for temperature conversion, which means that identities can be used to convert between Fahrenheit and Celsius. Now the conclusion that why we made this model is that polynomials serve as a powerful tool in mathematics, helping the model to gain deeper appreciation of these properties and applications. This project highlights the importance of polynomials in both academic research and practical skills. These skills are essential for both for problem-solving context in real-life fields such as economics, engineering, physics, and computer science. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation.
Questions? Anybody?
Good morning everyone. I am Mansirat Kaur of class 9C and today I am going to demonstrate my model on the topic congruency of triangles of subject mathematics. What are congruent figures? Congruent figures are those figures that are identical in shape and size. They have their corresponding sides and dimensions equal to one another, and they can overlap completely over each other. We can see many examples of congruent figures in our daily life, such as two biscuits of the same packet are congruent to one another. Two bangles of same shape and size are congruent. Two pages of the same book are congruent to one another. Two mobile phones of the same random model are congruent, and many more. The principle of congruency is useful in many fields like engineering and architecture, landscape designing, and product modeling. In engineering and architecture, the principle of congruency helps us to build strong and basic structures like bridges. In bridges, this ensures that the triangular structures used are identical in shape and size, evenly distributing the weight and structural stability. The principle of congruency also enhances the beauty of a landscape. For example, when bushes of same shape and size planted in a column would make the appearance of that column more attractive. Congruency also helps us in product modeling. This ensures that the elements of product are proportional, creating a sense of symmetry, which is aesthetically pleasing to consumers. The principle of congruency is also used by many mathematicians like Euclid to create geometrical proofs. Now I will tell you what is congruency of triangles. Congruent triangles are those triangles that are identical in shape and size. They have their corresponding sides and angles equal to one another and can cover each other completely when one plays over another. The use of congruency of triangles is of great importance in the field of engineering and architecture. It is used in building processes. This ensures that the framework is strong and rigid. The two most prevalent examples of this could be truss bridge. Truss bridge is a bridge with a load-bearing support made of a series of triangles. These triangles meet the side-side-side criteria, maintaining the length and thus preventing the collapse of the bridge. The second example is geodesic dome. It is a hemispherical self-supporting structure made of interlocking triangles. These triangles meet the side angle side criteria. A single mistake in the measure of sides or angles could lead to the whole collapse. Now I would like to tell you about the 5 criteria to prove the congruency of triangles. The first criteria is side-side-side congruency rule, which states that the two triangles are congruent when 3 sides of one triangle are equal to the 3 sides of another triangle. Here we are given in triangle ABC and in triangle PQR. Side AB is equal to side PQ, BC is equal to QR and AC is equal to PR. By SSS rule, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now I will show you how this actually works. As soon as I will push the piston, we will see that the first triangle completely overlaps the second triangle. This means that both these triangles are congruent to one another. The second congruency rule is side angle side congruency rule, which states that when two sides of one triangle and included angle are equal to the two sides and included angle of another triangle, the two triangles are congruent. Here we are given in triangle ABC and in triangle PQR, side AB is equal to side PQ, angle ABC is equal to angle PQR and BC is equal to QR. So by SAS, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now I will show you how this actually works. When I will push the piston, we will see that the first triangle completely overlaps the second triangle. This means that both these triangles are congruent to one another. The third congruency rule is angle side angle congruency rule, which states that when two angles and included side of one triangle are equal to the two sides and included angle of another triangle, the two triangles are congruent. Here we are given that in triangle ABC and in triangle PQR, angle ABC is equal to angle PQR, BC is equal to QR and angle ACB is equal to angle IQB. So by ASA, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now I will show you how this actually works. As soon as I will push the piston, we will see that the first triangle completely overlaps the second triangle. This means that both these triangles are congruent to one another. The fourth congruency rule is angle-angle side congruency rule, which states that the two triangles are congruent when any two pairs of angles and any pair of corresponding sides are equal to one another. Here we are given in triangle ABC and in triangle PQR, angle ABC is equal to angle PQR, angle PCA is equal to angle QRP and side AC is equal to side PR. So by AS congruency rule, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. When I will push the piston of this, we will see that the first triangle completely covers the second triangle. This means that both these triangles are congruent to one another. The fifth congruency rule is right angle hypotenuse side congruency rule, which states that the two right triangles are congruent to one another when hypotenuse and side of one right triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and side of another right triangle. In this, we are given that in triangle ABC and in triangle PQR, AB is equal to PQ and angle BCA is equal to angle QRP and AC is equal to QR. So by RHS rule, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now I will show you
towards upwards and depression is downwards.
There is two bundles. Now you must be thinking what is this and what is bundle. Now according to me, this is the waist and this is the bundle which we have created from this. Now मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि ये है इसको हम बगास कहते हैं। ये है शुगर केन जूस जहाँ से हम शुगर केन ले लेते हैं। अब शुगर केन का जूस हमारे पास लोकल वेंडर्स के पास आ जाते हैं। अब हम इसका जूस पी लेते हैं तो हमें इसका नहीं पता कि क्या होता है। इसका क्या होता है, काफ़ी लोग इसको जला देते हैं और काफ़ी लोग इन्वायरमेंट के बारे में सोचते हैं, वो इसके कार्डबोर्ड बना देते हैं या फिर इसको फ्यूल की तरह इस्तेमाल करते हैं। Now they collect the bagasse from all over the country like Assam, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab and send it to their factory. Now I will explain you this process. First of all, we have to make a pulp. हमें pulp बनाना है because baguette is dry and we cannot mold it in dry form. So we have to make a pulp. And to remove its stickiness, we have to wash it from alkaline water. Then ये जो है ये हमारा करेगा ड्रॉपर क्या करेगा, मोल्ड में पल्प को डालेगा। उसके बाद जो कंटेनर बनेगा हमारी वो मोल्ड को आगे लेके जाएगी और यहाँ पे लाके रुक जाएगी। अब ये है हमारा मोल्ड क्या करेगा, मोल्ड will come down and mold the pulp into its desired shape Heaters are installed in this mode, so it dries it quickly. And then the conveyor belt goes आगे जाती है फिर और यहाँ पे जैसे ट्रिमर है. अब हमने उसको मोल्ड करा तो कुछ एक्स्ट्रा पार्ट निकलेगा. दैट्स व्हाई ट्रिमर इज इंस्टॉल्ड, ताकि हम उसका एक्स्ट्रा पार्ट काट सकें और उसको स्मूथ फिनिश दे सकें. अब आप इसको हाथ में लेके देखेंगे, ये कम्प्लीटली शुगर केन से बना है. इसमें 0.1% केमिकल भी नहीं है. अगर मैं आपको इसकी प्रोसेसिंग समझाऊँ तो इसका एक और फायदा है. ये आपको यहाँ पे हमारे पास चक्की फैक्ट्री और ये बैलेंस है जो मैंने यहाँ पे बनाया, और ये है जो आपके हाथों में. अगर जहाँ पे शुगर केन उगाए जाते हैं हम इसको वहाँ की सॉइल में डाल दें तो क्या होगा कि ये न्यूट्रिएंट रिच कर देगा उस सॉइल को. ये सॉइल को सारे न्यूट्रिएंट्स वापस कर देगा. तो मैंने मॉडल इसलिए बनाया है टू मेक पीपल अवेयर दैट इंडिया इज प्रोड्यूसिंग सो मच प्लास्टिक इन अ ईयर, लाइक 9.7 million tons, which is not good for our planet. So Chuck, we have to order things from Chuck.
कंपनी ना चक प्राइवेट लिमिटेड.
अब मैं आप लोगों से एक्सपेक्ट करूँगा कि अगली बार आप लोग कहीं घूमने जाएंगे या फिर कहीं पिकनिक पे जाएंगे तो आप चक के प्रोडक्ट्स को इस्तेमाल करेंगे.
फंक्शन है, वाई घूमने जाएंगे, मैनेजमेंट इज देयर
हर जगह पे का एवरीवेयर. हाँ,
इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग प्लास्टिक. मैंने सुना है अगर पिक्चर्स को देखते हैं तो उनको काफ़ी अच्छी चीज़ से याद रहता है.
No, ma'am, so he's only trying to aware everyone.
ये शुगर केन की फील्ड है. तो मैंने आपको बताया कि इंडिया सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट प्रोड्यूसर है. अगर इंडिया इतना ज़्यादा वेस्ट प्रोड्यूस करेगा तो आने वाले समय में इंडिया का हाल ऐसा होगा. यहाँ पे कोई भी इंसान नहीं दिख रहा है और बस कचरा है. क्यों? हमने से किसी को भी कचरे के बीच में रहना अच्छा नहीं लगता. अब ये चक ने अपना नाम चक क्यों रखा? चक ने अपना नाम इसलिए रखा इससे हम अपने सॉइल में डालेंगे तो 90 days के अंदर ये डिग्रेड हो जाएगा और सॉइल को न्यूट्रिएंट रिच करेगा. और हिंदी में हम इसे कहते हैं चक, यानी इसको टेस्ट करो. तो मैं आप लोगों से चाहता हूँ कि आप भी चक करें, यानी कि खाते रहें और इंडिया को प्लास्टिक फ्री बनाने में हेल्प करें.
Question that comes to your mind, how it is obtained. The steam is extracted from the earth's core, which then comes to the turbine. The turbine rotates through the steam, and then goes to the transformer. Transformer changes the high voltage electricity to low voltage. This then goes to the supply towers and triggers electricity to the supply towers.
Geothermal energy has various advantages. Like it is reliable, it is eco-friendly, it is long-lasting. Geothermal energy has many uses also. For example, drying of fruits and vegetables, large-scale fermenting, milk pasteurization, and environment.
It is produced, power plants are in many nations such as United States. In the United States, 3900 megawatts electricity is produced, and in Turkey, Philippines, and New Zealand, etc. In India also there are many power plants such as Pugavali in Ladakh, and Manikaran in Himachal Pradesh, and Katapar in Chhattisgarh, which is newly founded. And now we will explain you about the working of this model as it is based on coal-based thermal plants.
Geothermal power plant is a facility that generates electricity by burning coal to produce steam and then drives the turbine connected to a generator. Coal handling is the first process in which the coal is brought from the coal yard by the trains or trucks to the power plant.
And then after this, to this conveyor, it goes to the coal store house. Then it goes to the coal bunker. Coal bunker turns the coal into fine powder. And through coal mill, to the pipeline system, it goes to the boiler. Boiler is the air and the water is water. When the steam goes to the turbines, turbines rotate to produce electricity. And goes to the electricity produced in the help of generator, goes to the transformer. Transformer takes the high voltage electricity to low voltage, and then it goes to the supply towers from which we get the electricity. And the steam left goes to the condenser, every water goes to the cooling tower. Cooling tower goes to cool water, and then in condenser it goes to the water filter. And the water needed, goes to the and then the dissipation
Good morning, sir.